a project called the Ukulele Project, and it's a project that I've been aware of for a couple of years, and I've been a patron for, and it's based out of London originally, and it's moved across the country as the years have gone by, and we are delighted tonight that we have Nick, who is the new representative for the Ukulele Project for the North West, here with us, and she's going to come up and she's going to tell us a bit about the amazing work that the Ukulele Project does, and are going to do in North West as well. And hopefully we'll get her to play a uke in a little bit.
Thank you.
So, I have a few pre-prepared questions for Nick. Everybody knows I like to be organised. So I've been aware of the Ukulele Project for about 2 years, and whilst we were, as Ukulele Buddies, existing solely in the cyberspace on Zoom, having our weekly jam sessions online, we started inviting all sorts of people into our Zoom sessions, and we had Tiki Day from Hawaii that Jeanette organised, and we had some brilliant teachers from up in Glasgow come and join us. And we also had Tara, who is the founder of the Ukulele Project, and she's just one of those people with a magnetic personality who drags people along with her, and is just a big ball of energy. She was just telling us so much about what they were doing, and since then it's just grown and grown and grown. So, Nick, tell us a little bit about the goals of the Ukulele Project.
I can't promise to be as eloquent as Tara. And the main goal of the Ukulele Project is to promote wellbeing and combat loneliness. I have actually just in case I get messed up. So combat loneliness and promote wellbeing through the power of the ukulele. So there's different projects all over the country. There's the London Ukulele Project, which is the original one, South East, East Midlands, Wales and Scotland. And every project has a slightly different slant on what they do, but the main thing that they do is to try to make sure that ukuleles are getting into schools, getting into communities, and giving people the opportunity to make music and be musicians. Because we do really passionately believe that everyone can be a musician given the right opportunity, and that's what the Ukulele Project's about.
Doesn't that sound exciting, thinking about every time you go into a library, for example, not just being able to take a book out, to the ukulele out, absolutely. And particularly at the moment where we're facing the cost of living crisis, a lot of libraries are being turned into warm zones. What a great way of encouraging people to come in that they can stay warm and learn at the same time. So that's really exciting. So tell us a little bit about your background and why you decided to get involved in this project.
So originally, I'm a brass bander. That's my musical background. So I've spent a lot of time in community music. I've been a teacher for a long time, and about 14 years ago I had a period of ill health and was off work. And when I went back to school, my classroom had been trashed, and I had to very, very quickly think of what I could do to make sure that I could teach my students with instruments. And the thing I could do, the budget I had, was to buy a class set of ukuleles and teach myself very quickly. And since that day, it has just been the best thing I've ever done, because I've taught hundreds of children to play the ukulele. I've seen so many absolutely fantastic performances, and I've met some brilliant people as well. The reason I decided to get involved, I've been following the Ukulele Project probably for a similar length of time, and I went to Gnuff, I never remember if it's Grand or Great. The Grand Northern Ukulele Festival, which I've been to a few times, and the Ukulele Project were there this year. And I saw Tara and I was like, right, Tara, what about the North? And she was like, do you fancy it? I was like, yeah, okay then. And so basically what I want to do is try, and it's about tying up all the different things that I do. I run a ukulele group over in Mosley, and I teach in schools, and I feel like lots of things are very separate. So I want to try, and I feel like we've got a lot of groups in the Northwest doing some fantastic things, but don't necessarily work together, and that's what I'd like to try and change, get ukulele into as many places as possible, but also get the fantastic stuff that's already happening to work together.
Wonderful. And now, the most important thing is how can we connect with you? What kind of social media do we need to hook onto to find out more about what's happening?
I've got Instagram and Facebook. It's Northwest Ukulele Project on both of those. So if you just give it a Google, I'm sure you'll find me. Search it on those.
And where? Where will we find you on the web?
It's on the Ukulele Project page.
Google the Ukulele Project.
Ukulele Project. The good thing about the Ukulele Project page, as you just showed, is there's absolutely tons of resources on there, and also the YouTube channel has fantastic play-alongs and tutorials, and that's one of the things that we'll be doing, putting those on. So there's lots and lots of resources there if you want to have a play of different things.
I can certainly agree with that, because several of our songs in our set, including that last one I just did, are from Ukulele Project resources. So it's an excellent resource, and as a patron, I think you pay something like £3 a month, you can get access to loads of extra resources and songbooks on there, so it's well worth checking out.
It really is, yeah.
So we're going to get you to do a song in a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, I'll just do my one, and then you can have a crack behind the mic. Okay. Let's give her a big round of applause, shall we?